The Valentine's Day has just gone by, and I'm sure all of you, feel that love in the air. I think a little differently. For some reason, I have never understood why people actually celebrate Valentine's Day. Having said that, let me ask, how many of you actually celebrated Valentine's Day? Show of hands. And be honest, if you have, you have. Thank you. How many of you actually know the significance of Valentine's Day? Yep. What do you think it is?
It is a death. I think it's a contradiction.
Thank you. You have a different opinion?
I don't know.
No, it's a freedom. Okay. Let me tell you something. There is no written evidence to say why Valentine's Day is celebrated. But we still celebrate. All over the world, you find people wearing red dresses on that day. I do everything that is possible to celebrate that day. I'll give you 3 small stories. Stories that I read very recently. 2 stories of them I just read the last Friday. The first story is about a person called Mark Sims and Georgia. They are from the UK. Georgia met Mark, who is suffering from blood cancer. He's in the last stage. He does not know how many days he's going to live. Nor does Georgia know that how many days he's going to live. They love each other as much as anyone else could love each other. A few weeks ago, Mark proposed to Georgia, and she accepted his proposal to be his bride. This is story number 1. Story number 2. There is a child with Down syndromes and a hole in the heart who was abandoned by his own parents. And a bachelor by the name of Aditya Kumar from Indore in India decided to adopt that child. It's very strange. First, he's a bachelor. 2, he was below 30. And in India, you're not allowed to adopt a child if you are a bachelor and if you are below 30. He had to fight tooth and nail to actually get custody of that child. And he managed to get custody of the child. And today, his parents are worried that maybe he might not find a wife. But he doesn't care. Story number 3 is a story that happens every day. A mother who loves a child. She doesn't need a day to say, today is the day I'm going to fall in love with you, I'm going to love you, I'm going to give you all the happiness in the world. Friends, are these 3 stories connected? I'm sure you must be wondering, what is the connection? There is a connection. The connection is love. And for that love, there is no day. Because every day of their lives is lived with the hope that they are living their lives today and they want to enjoy that moment. It is not these so-called days that they need to go and profess their loves. They believe that today is my last day, let me live the life as much as I want. It's very easy to say, today is Valentine's Day, today is Father's Day, today is Mother's Day, and all of us get caught up in this frenzy of sending text messages, saying, oh, happy Friendship Day, to hell with all this. And tell me, why on earth would somebody actually send a post in a Facebook and wish his wife happy Valentine's Day? For God's sake, you get up in the same bed in the morning. Why on earth are you sending a message on Facebook? This is something that completely baffles me. I've never ever understood this concept. Some of us who also love wishing our kids a happy birthday. You get up in the morning in the same house and you don't have the time to say good morning to your kid. But you have the time to go on Facebook and post a happy birthday to your son or your daughter. This is hypocrites. And I really am very sorry if I've hurt any of your feelings here, but I think this is something that has really, made me feel very worried when I saw everyone talking about Valentine's Day. Oh, what are you going to do? Are you going there? Are you going here? Of course not. And don't be under the impression that I'm against love. I've had a love marriage 30 years ago. And I've been in love all my life. I mean, ever since I've grown up, I've fallen in love with countless people. But that doesn't mean I'm against love. I only feel that I don't need to tell you that I love him or I love her. That's a feeling that's between me and mutual. Having said that, I put you all guys in a little bit of a emotional track. Let's move on to the next topic in our agenda. So, since we don't have any guests, there's no introductions. In the Toastmasters meeting, as all of you are aware, we have a word of the day. The word of the day is a new word that we are supposed to learn during the course of the meeting that would help us to use this word during our day-to-day course of life. And to do the word of the day, we have a Toastmaster who is playing her second innings in this club. It's been a while that she's been in this club, so please put your hands together and welcome Anup Toastmaster.